limit their explosive player. They have a whole bunch of explosive players on offense. The wide receiver groups, their running back group, and their quarterback. So we was just trying to limit them and try to make it as close as we can to get the offense the ball to help us win this game.
It's a different style offense you're going to play this week. So how do you take some of the good things you did against Oklahoma and then carry them over to Michigan State?
Well, Michigan State played big boy football, so basically it's just they're gonna try to attack us on the run game. So we gotta be very aggressive with their tight ends and stuff like that at the DB side of the ball. So other than that, they receivers like to crack the defensive back, but just all us running to the ball will help us on the short end of the runs and stuff like that.
I know you're just getting going on scouting them, but the running back's averaging like 8.5 a carry. So
Yeah, I heard.
What is he? I mean, have you seen enough to know sort of what he does well at this point?
No, I haven't seen enough yet, but later this afternoon I will. Like this Monday, early in the morning, we still going over the mistakes we went over Oklahoma. So.
I think OU's longest completion was like 23 yards.
Yeah, trick play.
Yeah.
That was my fault too
was
as
it?
well. Yeah.
What do you mean on that?
Well, I seen the route. They was in like a little type of bunch formation. I seen the route receiver had no gloves on, and I was like, oh shoot, but I ain't tell nobody. So it's kind of my fault on that end of it. And you see what happened? They scored on that drive. So that drive, I blamed it on myself.
Well, that's nice of you to fess up to that one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys, how locked in communication-wise do you have to be to do that? I mean, how have you seen that communication on the back end sort of form where you can not let them get loose on you?
I just gotta open my mouth on that play. You know, I seen. I like he usually wear his gloves. And I should have pointed that out. I should have told Markel, and we could have got a pick and got off the field at then. So other than that, I'm just blaming all that on myself. So
is that a difference in this defense a little bit? Like, you guys play a really good game. People are patting you on the back, but it felt like afterwards a lot of the guys are like, yeah, it wasn't quite as good as we could have been.
Because we tired of being so close. You know, that took a toll on you. We're tired of being so close. We want wins. We get tired of hearing that moral victories and stuff like that we played against a number 3 team that we should beat. We should beat. 9 out of 10 times we should beat them.
Deontai, you played the Big Ten schedule last year. Now it's Big Ten play again. What do you, from that experience last year, what do you know about the challenge ahead physically, mentally, with 8 Big Ten games coming in the next 10 weeks?
Basically, Big Ten ball is basically, like I said, it's big boy football. So basically, it's a lot of run game, a lot of ground and pound. So obviously, we just gotta step in and fill the box in as much as we can, but also do our jobs as a DB, play the pass as well.
What stands out more about the challenge? Is it the physical challenge as a defender?
It's more
or is it
physical.
mental?
It's more a physical challenge. Physical challenge. You know, guys gonna be way bigger. Like I'm saying, like Big Ten, way bigger. Like guy like me, I'm 6'1", 205. Got to hit a tight end that's probably like 6'5", 260, 270 on me. So it's just mostly a physical game, but I love that part of the game of it.
How do you take care of yourself in the next 10 weeks?
Me, I don't play football with my body. I play football with my heart. So I don't care if my body is torn to the ground. I still want to play because I put my heart on my sleeve. That's what I'm basically saying. So I don't care nothing about my body.
How well is Quentin playing?
Oh, he's playing very well. I think sooner or later he should get his black shirt sooner or later. Sooner or later, he should be one of the guys that get their black shirts.
He surprised you at all, or you see this coming from him?
I've been seeing that coming from him. He always tried to compete against me since last year. So I always treated like Quentin like my little brother. So I've been seeing this coming. If a guy like that could try to go against that alpha dog in a DB room every day, then he got to be good here to come. So when it's his time next year to jump off the porch, he gonna be ready.
When you say he's going at the big dogs and the
Big dogs
what does
like
that
me,
mean?
Markel,
Yeah. Right, but
Cam,
when you
like
is
competing.
he challenging you guys?
Yeah, all the time. He don't like losing. He always try to challenge us. It don't matter what it is. It could be anything. You know? So I just be trying to sit him down a little bit.
Like Like running sprints or?
Yeah, it could be sprints. It could be video. It don't matter what it is. It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be anything to him.
Who else in the DB room do you see that kind of fight from?
Miles Farmer, Braxton Clark, Marquise Buford, my bad. Kobe Bretts, and there's a lot of. If I miss somebody, but
Do you think that's something that Coach Fisher looks for?
yeah, that's most definitely like Coach Fisher always say. Everybody's job could be taken just like that. You know, he always try to make jokes like, y'all ever heard the Wally Pipp story? Like so that's just try to keep the older guys on top of their game every day, because the younger guys aiming for us every day. So
you talked about that, the not communicating. The guy had his gloves off, and then Braxton got his hands in the ball. I think JoJo at one point had his hands in the ball. So as well as you played,
yeah, we should,
you
like
said
teams
there's
like
room there?
good teams like that. We got to execute on the play. We got to get interceptions. You know, like just to give the offense the opportunity to score. You know, the game is about who got the most points at the end of who got the most points on the scoreboard at the end of the game. So.
Hey, Deontai, you played really well against Oklahoma. The whole defense did, but I guess what people are talking about.
I did all right.
Yeah.
I could have did more.
Yeah.
Especially on that, I could have got that sack.
Yeah.
I could have did more.
What fans are looking at with Michigan State's offense, do you feel like any kind of expectations are kind of going on the defense right now with how well you guys have played through 4 games, and are they going to accept anything less than kind of after shutting down Oklahoma?
Now as a defense as a whole, we knew we could do what we could do since the beginning of the year. That's why we all came back. Y'all just finally seeing going against the top 3 team, but we know we could all get 3 and outs on any team. We know we all could play against any team in the country just off the defense alone. That's just our bond, and that's just our connection with each other, how long we've been playing with each other. So other than that, the defense going to do what we got to do to try to get the offense the ball as much as possible. And if we have to score, we got to score.
You guys are saying all this about the defense with the pass rush still kind of developing. What would that added element do for you guys having a?
That would just make our job as the DB more easier. You know, more interceptions for me, more interceptions for the whole defensive back unit. So other than that, that just caused more turnovers. That just caused more havoc on quarterbacks and stuff like that when they go against us. So in general, it's just a big time help. So I think they're gonna get there. You know, some might start off slow, but build back up, and we can build off what we did in the Oklahoma game more and more, and keep rolling.
You mentioned that you missed the sack in that Oklahoma game. What's the difference between getting there and getting home, actually making that play?
If I probably would have got there, I probably would have tried to script it and try to score. So, but other than that, it is what it is. What if? You know what I'm saying? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I could have made that play. I should have made that play. On my high end.
Hey, what do you make of what you see from Michigan State offensively? They look like kind of a different offensive team this year than
More physical on O-line, maybe the O-line and the tight ends and the running backs. Receivers, they got a couple good receivers. But other than that, I think they're gonna try to just beat us and try to control the clock by running the ball. So
With your and Markel's ability to cover, and then with JoJo in your group more or less too, how much confidence do you have in the ability to be able to leave guys in man coverage and go play against anybody's receivers?
Well, we got a great DB coach, so Coach Fish always work on man stuff with us. So other than that, we've been this is my 4th year with Coach Fish, so it's all about mastering my technique. So other than that, that's a good thing. That's a great thing.
Is this year so far kind of going as you anticipated personally? I know you were excited to play in front of crowds and you feed off that and all that. Is it?
From me?
Yeah, just your individual play.
I would say yes, but no, because I know I could do more to help us win. Instead of being 2-2, we could be 4-0 right now. If I could do a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? That's what type of guy I am, you know. And I always want. I told y'all this before. I just want to leave this year off with a bang, you know, just to be remembered, you know, as a guy that gave us 110% every day in practice, even in the games. So, yeah, it kind of sort of, but it's more to learn from, more to get better off of. So I'm more hard on myself. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Did you know going